Good cut from Ali. Is he on a colour? He's on the yellow.
1.
Yeah, in goes the
3.
yellow. He's not great on the red, but he only has to pot it. The black's going to be available.
4.
And the black will definitely be played now. He's not got the good angle on the blue. He was thinking maybe blue or black. But as I say, he's not good on the blue, and he wouldn't want to be coming in and out of balk. So it's the black. Just going to judge it. These reds are slightly awkward. Well, I'd have preferred to have been a little bit closer to the red, for the red to the left middle. I know they make them look easy, but
11.
bit of pressure on this. Well played though, right in the heart of the pocket. This black will put him 23 points in front. Still 51 remaining. So you probably need the, well, 2 of these reds remaining with colours. That's okay. Well, I say it's okay. I think he's
19.
just slightly hampered by the red closest to the cue ball.
Yeah, I thought he could have played that shot with a little bit more pace to even take the red that is cannoned off the cushion and still leave a choice of 2 reds. Played the exacting safety shot.
$20.
Let's drop the black off, black in the pocket here, off 1 cushion to leave the red in the right corner.
$27.
Just another red and a colour, and he'll go into that first mid-session interval all square.
$28.
And you could say a long drawn out frame, but Ronnie had the best chance. And that miss on the black. And Ali's taking it as well. So just as he did in his semi-final match against Stephen Maguire, he lost the first 2 frames, but went into that first mid-session into a level. And if he pots this red, you feel that Ronnie will not come back to the table. A little bit careful. He's very close to the yellow with his arm. Or he was when he's holding the rest. There's a bit more of a distance away from it now. No. So this frame is not over yet. Ronnie O'Sullivan comes to the table just needing 1 snooker. It's not impossible. He was never comfortable with this, was he, Ali? Always overstretching, it appeared. Always overhit that. And in all honesty, it was saved by the yellow. Because if that red hadn't kissed the yellow, I think it may have been on for that far left corner. So there you see it, 37 ahead, Ali Carter, 35 remaining. Just 1 snooker required, and if of course Ronnie gets a chance, he'd pot the red and the black. Didn't have that opportunity after his last visit. And where the brown is, He'll be wanting this to, well, he'll be disappointed with that. Didn't want to leave this red on easy. I was just going to say, because where that brown is, you pot this red, pot the black, pot the yellow, and then off the green, play a snooker behind the brown.
1.
So although he needs a snooker, Ronnie O'Sullivan, he's not long odds to win this. As I say, pot the yellow and get the snooker from the green.
Eight.
Just looking at the angle here to double the green up the table and maybe stun off the baulk cushion with the white to leave it behind the brown.
10.
Looks about perfect. Just got a little bit too much check side on the white there.
Ronnie
Squared up
O'Sullivan,
off the
10.
baulk cushion. That was a good chance.
And you wonder whether you'll get a better one than that. I'm very surprised you didn't get the snooker there. And he's not going to get another chance. Well, it'd be slightly relieved there by Ali Carter. I'm sure when Ronnie was on the green, he thought he was going to come to the table snookered. But that seals this frame. Doesn't matter about the blue. Ronnie O'Sullivan had a chance, didn't get the snooker. Ali Carter, well, he'd be pleased. Ronnie looked good, but we go into the mid-session interval. 2 apiece.
It's just over 35 minutes, that frame, and to be honest, it's not the kind of frame that we were expecting. Went kind of strange from the start, didn't it, John and Steve? But Ali Carter and indeed Ronnie showing great patience. I think that's a hallmark of both of their play throughout this championship so far.
Yeah, not a frame that either player would really like, but the only real thing wrong with a 35-minute frame is when you come out the wrong end of it. You know, Ali Carter would be really delighted to win. Those are horrible frames to play in. At one point, it looked like they were playing on a boat, didn't it? All the balls looked like they were in port and they'd all roll to one side of the table. But it's a horrible game to play in, but one that's really good to win.
Sum up, Steve, what we've seen so far in the opening exchanges of this final.
Ronnie off to a flyer and looked worrying times for Ali Carter. In the context of what we've seen so far, I would imagine Peter Ebdon would be going back into Ali Carter's dressing room saying, great third frame, you showed so much character out there, even though you weren't in position, you dug deep, you potted some very important balls to keep the break going, and all of a sudden that was the springboard to winning that scrappy frame. 2-2 at the interval. I think Ali Carter will be delighted.
I'm sure they will, and of course, as you may or may not know, in fact, Peter Ebdon very much in Ali's corner here. He's been a friend of his for a while, but he's brought him back really in a sort of sports psychology role, which is rather unusual, I think, in present-day players for them to want to come back and do that, but it's a formula that has so far worked for Ali. And you may or may not know that Ali has had an absolutely tortuous time with his health over the last 10 years. He's been fighting a chronic bowel condition called Crohn's disease, and he's had several major operations to help out. By his own admission, a rotten season with his health this year. So the fact that he's in this final, he's produced such a marvellous run, is as surprising as